What's up, reefers? I just wanted to give you a little update on the tank, show you where the algae is to this date. I know in my last video I went into what I did to combat that algae, and I wanted to show you a little addition to my RO unit. Here we go. Okay, here's one of the new corals, a torch, which I've never had before. Basically, I've always gone either frog spawn or hammer or frammer, but I've never gone with a torch. Really spectacular coral, and got it for a really good price, and it's really healthy. Now, I may move this in the future. I don't know where. But this thing glows to the point that I really want it to be kind of a centerpiece. And right now I kind of have it in the corner of my 210. So I was thinking about moving it somewhere where everybody can see it a lot better. But with that said, this thing's stunning. I mean, even with a 4K camera and zoomed in as far as I possibly can, it does it absolutely no justice. Very cool coral. And I'm happy to have it in my tank. There's some new zoas. I know a lot of people don't like zoas. I love zoas. I think they're bright. They're quick to grow. You can put them anywhere in your tank, which I love. So they're really good at filling spots. You know, where you can put them all the way to the top. You put them at the bottom. They really don't care. They're not as the alkalinity swings, things like that, don't really affect them as much. Now I've had them melt, but the thing is I've had a lot of corals melt for various reasons. But anyway, I love zoas, and these are a few of the zoas that I just couldn't really pass up. So I picked these out, bright. I can't wait for them to grow a little bit. I have some spots picked out. I'm actually thinking about a zoo garden. Believe it or not, I have the room now, so I can actually do something like that. But these are going to be the starter corals that go into that zoa garden. So very cool, love them. All right, and here's the rest of the tank. Basically, I wanted to show you kind of a wide angle view, just to kind of give you an idea that there's no more algae. All the algae's gone. I know in my last video I went into a lot of how I was combating that algae. I'm really not sure which step did the trick, but one of the three that I went and did, per my last video, did the trick. And I mean, like I said, there's no more here. Whereas if you look in the last video, or even a couple videos ago, you really you'll see a lot of hair algae. I personally, I couldn't be happier, because it feels like a small victory in a long list of battles you have of the reef tank. And this one I actually won. So, well, for the time being, I should say, I actually won, and I couldn't be happier about it. It's one thing to come downstairs, and my tank is in my basement. So it's one thing to come downstairs and take a look at a tank that's just overran by hair algae, and then there's another thing to come in and see it, healthy, and see, new coralline growing, and it looks like the fish are a lot more active, and it just looks like a healthier tank. So it gives you a lot more incentive to want to spend more time with it. And that's really what we want to do in the first place, is spend time with the tanks, because that's why we invest in them and put so much time into them. But with that said, I'm stoked that that hair algae just went away. It was stressing me out big time. Now with that said, I'm hoping it doesn't come back. I do have some diatoms cruising on my sand. I'm just going to agitate the sand a little bit, try and get those out of there. I did have a die-off of a couple really big snails, so I don't know if that's causing anything. But all my parameters seem fine. I didn't have any crazy ammonia spikes or anything like that, and my nitrates, phosphates, all that kind of stuff is right on par. So, like I said, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing right now. I'm going to give another update in about a week or so, but so far so good. Lots to be excited about now, especially with some new coral, especially with getting my RO unit all situated, and like I said before, no more hair algae, and that is an absolute dream come true coming back from a couple months ago. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a update here. Nothing huge, but nothing long or anything. But I have a kind of a big update coming for my RO unit, which I'm going to do some testing with a new booster pump that I got. Look for that probably next week because I want to test and see exactly how long a canister of DI resin will last me. Previously, it was lasting me right around 30 gallons. So I'm going to make a ton of RO water this week, and I'm going to see what happens. But yeah, that's about it. Not a big update, but thanks for watching anyways. You know, like, comment, subscribe, that whole song and dance, and have fun reefing.